this is Jack Stanley, and I wanted to talk about something that I find a bit alarming and not talked about too much, and something that I think will have profound ramifications in the not-too-distant future. And that is AI, artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence involves itself in so many different factors and fields, of course robotics, and as we are seeing in the news now and seeing in various programs about self-driving cars, and it won't be long before you have self-driving cars, buses, trucks, trains, planes, you name it. Artificial intelligence and robotics are going to take over many of our industries. Now, this is something that worries me and what it portends, and that is, in the next 10 years, you are going to see a radical change in the United States and most probably in many parts of the civilized world. And that is that robotics are going to start taking over vehicles. And this is an interesting thing. I mean, have we really looked at the ramifications of what this will do? In the United States, for instance, trucks deliver our goods from one end of the coast to the other all over the country. There are hundreds of thousands of trucks on the road every day. There are millions of trucks in the country. Used to be, go back 100 years ago, it was all trains. And you had trains bringing produce and people everywhere. Now it's the truck, it's buses, it's planes. All of this is going to come to a very big head and problem. Because with the introduction of artificial intelligence and robotics into these fields, we will become obsolete. And what do you do with the millions upon millions of individuals who drive for a living? Drive trucks, cross-country truckers. What about bus drivers, train engineers, pilots, and every other form of transportation is going to be affected by this? You know, we're not really talking about it because technology is always a double-edged sword. We have to remember that. While yes, in industry right now, in factories, robotics are some of the major employees. They don't need a coffee break, and they will work as long as you want. And that's great for the employer, the owner of the business. But it also causes situations where people have a hard time finding work. And in this age of great unemployment, when you start bringing in these other factors that are going to cause wholesale unemployment in industries, I think we better sit down and look at this and think about it a little bit. Because how do we handle the millions of people that are going to be out of work? So I welcome new technologies. I think we all do. But with the development of new technologies has to come new responsibilities and new understandings on how to work with it and how to share humanity with a new mechanized system that has taken their position and job. Thank you.